Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today we want to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an NBC television series with the name of Hannibal. I'm going to talk about Season 2, Episode 6 titled Futamono. And like I said, in previous reviews, first season is French titles, second season is Japanese titles. So that's why, if I pronounce it wrong, that's why. So we have a few different sort of key plot points that go on in this episode, and that is Will trying to, he's been trying to convince Jack all throughout this season, but especially in this episode, Will's trying to convince Jack Crawford's character, trying to tell him, hey, Hannibal Lecter, Chesapeake Ripper, that's the same guy. There never was another killer, there never was, a double or anything like that. The Chesapeake Ripper always has been, so that's what Will Graham's trying to tell him. And Jack Crawford, the famous quote, or at least in my opinion, he says, how many people are going to have to die for you, Jack Crawford, to see the truth? I love that scene between those two. And in this episode, they're getting really close to finding out who Hannibal Lecter really is. I mean, it seems as if every episode is just building with more and more intensity. And that's pretty much the plot of episode 6, season 2, titled Futamono, for the NBC television series by the name of Hannibal. I have loved the previous episodes of Hannibal, but I have to say, and I'll probably keep saying this every week, but it's just because the series is so great in general. This episode is definitely my favorite so far. Hannibal has always been sort of a slow-moving, dialogue-driven sort of series, in my opinion, and this episode definitely intensifies that factor. One of the main things we have going on in this episode that I really enjoyed was a dinner party that our character, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, set up, and Jack Crawford went to this dinner party and he took some food back to see if it was, in fact human meat. He found out that it wasn't. It was just pig and cows and beef, I believe, is what exactly was what it was, I believe. So, Jack Crawford, he's questioning who to believe. I love the way his character's written. He doesn't know whether he should believe Will Graham, and he doesn't know if he should believe Hannibal Lecter. He wants to be on Will Graham's side, you can tell, but it seems that all the evidence is pointing against him, but he just doesn't know what to believe. I just love his character. I love the interactions between each and every character, especially those in this particular episode between the character of Jack Crawford and the character of Will Graham. When they talk to each other, Will Graham being in his cell and Jack Crawford being on the outside of his cell, I love them talking to each other. Just really cool stuff. I also like the character of Abel Gideon, played by the actor by the name of Eddie Izzard. He's a great actor. I loved him in the first season, and I liked how this episode focused on him. I thought his character was dead at first, honestly. Just the whole style, the scene where he's hit with the nightstick and he falls, down the stairs. I thought he was dead, and then we see him later on, Hannibal Lecter attending to his wounds. So I like how he's not gone, because I like his character quite a bit. I like the character of Dr. Shilton, the one that is sort of the head of the mental institution that Will Graham is staying at. I like his character a lot. There are some great and just well-written characters. If you like shows with, that have, their characters are really fleshed out, they're not diminished, but each character is given their time to shine, the NBC television series with the name of Hannibal is definitely the one to watch. I mean, there's so many great things about it. Not only do you have these great, well-written characters, interactions and stuff like that, but you have some good dramatic scenes. Not only the dramatic scenes, but you also have a great visual style. There's always like these crazy things going on. Visual style, such in the scene that Abel Gideon's character, Eddie Izzard's character, falls down the stairs. The scene where the blood drops in the man's coffee. Just those sort of, visualized and stylized scenes are just great. The scenes with the tree and the flowers growing up out of the man. Those scenes are just crafted in such a way where it's just entertaining to watch in general. What another great episode in the series by the name of Hannibal. That's my review of episode 6, season 2 of the series by the name of Hannibal, titled Futamono. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.